This is an inverted rock back with supinated reach with a little elevation. My book's getting used for something. So placing the knees on a yoga block, you can also use a foam pad or something that's a little bit lower, like a lower yoga block to do this, if being on the yoga blocks feels a little bit too high. I'm gonna think about dragging my feet up the wall to get those hamstrings on, and I'm coming down and resting my elbows on the elevated surface. If you don't feel like you need the elevation, you can remove it, but sometimes, especially if we're really tight and compressed on the backside and we want to kind of fall down, adding a little bit of elevation makes it a little bit easier for this position to be accessible. So I'm going to think about pushing through my elbows. Notice that difference in the shoulder blade. So I can think about my shoulder blade sort of wrapping around my rib cage. So I want to breathe into that space between the shoulder blade and my spine. I'm going to think about dragging up the wall with my heels and watching that I'm not over tucking through my booty. So keep the sits bones lifted on the backside and use the drag to help with that. Send my gaze towards my hands. I'm going to think about inhaling and exhaling. The inhales are nice and controlled. Exhale long. So this is your inverted rock back with supinated reach with elevation. Once again, you can even take the knees off the yoga block. We can play around with this foam pad instead of the yoga block. So I'm in that little bit of elevation and I'm coming down, dragging my feet up the wall, actively pushing through my elbows, and I'm just breathing into that. Watching for over tucking. You can even give yourself a quick wedgie pick. So that is your inverted rock back breathing with feet up the wall and a little bit of support.